And we're getting you breaking news. This is the season of polarization as the pitch for votes ahead of the Jubilee Hills Bypolls in Telangana is getting downright ugly. You remember how that comment of Revanth Reddy where he said Muslims are equal to Congress and Congress is equal to Muslims. After that pitch, now it is Union Minister and top BJP leader in Telangana who is doubling down. He too has entered the fray with another polarizing message. This time it is Bandi Sanjay who's countering Revanth Reddy, who's saying that for the Congress party, Hindu votes don't matter. Then he's gone on to list instances where he's saying this is a Dharmayudh. Bandi Sanjay, through his post on social media platform, goes on to say that this is a contest in Telangana. When he talks about the Bypolls, this is a contest. It is about saffron cap versus skull cap. All-out polarization ahead of the Jubilee Hills Bypolls, where the pitch for votes is only getting more and more controversial. After Revanth Reddy's Congress is equal to Muslims and Muslims is equal to Congress pitch, it is Union Minister Bandi Sanjay who's hitting back. He's also doubling down. He's made another controversial pitch in a long post on social media platform X. Bandi Sanjay goes on to say that this is a contest between saffron cap and skull cap. We're trying to get our reporters on the phone line, but before that, let's also tell you what Bandi Sanjay said earlier. So on Friday, Bandi Sanjay had stoked a controversy. The Congress had also complained about him. Back then, Bandi Sanjay once again lambasted Revanth Reddy, where the Union Minister went ahead and took on Revanth Reddy for the comments he made, where he made this pitch, where he said Muslims are equal to Congress and Congress is equal to Muslims. He said that if Revanth Reddy has the courage, he should ask Asaduddin Owaisi to also visit a temple. Can anyone visit, he said, will a person from the minority community visit a temple for votes? Then he also put the spotlight on the comments made by Revanth Reddy, where he said Revanth Reddy wore a skull cap only and only for votes. My colleague Shomit is joining us. Shomit, the pitch for votes getting downright ugly, extremely polarizing ahead of the Jubilee Hills Bypolls. Bandi Sanjay doubling down. Even after the Congress complained about his remarks, Bandi Sanjay now has put out a long post on social media platform X where he's saying that this is a Dharmayudh. He's calling for unity of Hindu voters. What are the reactions you're tracking? Take us through all the details.
Well, recently, Chief Minister has made a statement where he stated that Congress means Muslims, Muslims means Congress. And Congress's both eyes are, one eye is Hindus and one eye is Congress. One eye is Muslims is what exactly Revanth Reddy has stated. And after that, massive, huge criticism has, was seen from the opposition leaders. And Bandi Sanjay has also attacked Revanth Reddy, saying that I will cut down my head if I had to campaign wearing a skull cap. However, immediately after that, even Congress leaders, escalated this matter to the State Election Commission and even lodged a complaint with the Chief Electoral Officer of the Election Commission of India. And later, immediately after that, Chief Minister also in his press conference responded to Bandi Sanjay and stated that I have said both Hindus and Muslims are two eyes of the Congress party. However, now again Bandi Sanjay has responded to his Revanth Reddy's statement and said that Jubilee's by-election is a Dharmayudham, that means Dharmayudh, between the war of Dharma, between skull cap or white skull cap, saffron cap or white skull cap, and construction of Hindu temples versus Muslim graveyards, those with sacred threads versus those without it, and those who wear tilak versus those who don't. So basically, he was basically saying that because Congress has been seeing mainly trying to appease the Muslim voters, because since last many days we are seeing how Congress is campaigning and Chief Minister is trying to woo the Muslim voters by announcing 2,500 square yards of land for the graveyard. Later, lots of drama happened there, and after that, several other promises were made, and recently also Chief Minister was seen campaigning in the Jubilee Hills constituency, mainly wearing skull cap and also trying to say that Congress means Muslims and Muslims means Congress.
I'll come back to you. Do stay with us. Let's play out those controversial reactions that are coming in, because here we are putting our focus on a story with regards to the Bypolls in Jubilee Hills, a Bypolls which has become, which has hit the national headlines, where the focus is on Telangana, because here the pitch for votes is getting ugly. One, you had Revanth Reddy earlier who sparked off a storm by saying Muslims are equal to Congress and Congress is equal to Muslims, after which BJP's Bandi Sanjay, Union Minister, doubling down, where he slammed Revanth Reddy, and now he's only escalated the pitch where he's saying that the Bypolls in Jubilee Hills is nothing less than a Dharmayudham. Here's what Bandi Sanjay said earlier, because of which the Congress complained about him to top poll panel officials. Listen to what Bandi Sanjay said.
కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీ అభ్యర్థి టోపీ పెట్టుకున్నాడు, ముఖ్యమంత్రి టోపీ పెట్టుకున్నాడు, అటు పక్కన అజరుతున్నాడు, అడిగి నవ్వుతాడు నవ్వుతాడు. ఏంటంటే వీళ్ళు పగటి పిచ్చగాలి, వీళ్ళు పగటి వేషాలు కొత్త పిచ్చగాలి, వీళ్ళు వీళ్ళే మనుషులు రా భయ్. నేనే టోపీ పెట్టుకోలే, టోపీ పెట్టుకోవాల్సి పెట్టుకోలే, ఎవరు పెట్టుకుంటారు పెట్టుకున్నాడు టోపీ. వాడు నవ్వుతున్నాడు, వీడు మా ఓట్ల కోసం మా చుట్టూ గిట్ల తిరుగుతారా వీళ్ళు అని కలిసే నాకు. నేనన్నా రేవంత్ రెడ్డి ఇలా అజరుద్దీన్కి టోపీ పెట్టకుండా నువ్వు పెట్టుకున్నావు చూసినావా, నాకు వీడి మాదిరిగా గుర్తొచ్చింది అన్న. నేను నా ధర్మాన్ని కాపాడుతున్నా, హిందూ సమాజాన్ని సంఘటిత చేయడానికి కష్టపడుతున్నా, హిందూ ఓట్ బ్యాంక్ తయారు చేయడానికి కష్టపడుతున్నా, ఇంకో మతాన్ని కించపరచానా. ఆ టోపీ పెట్టుకొని ఓట్లు అడిగే రోజొస్తే నా తల నరుక్కుంటే చెప్పండి టోపీ పెట్టుకున్నాను.
We have BRS's Krishank Mane joining us on the phone line. Mr. Mane, good morning. Who's polarizing ahead of the Bypolls? Has the contest now become all about polarization and counter-polarization?
Well, sadly, unfortunately, with the Chief Minister of Telangana himself in Jubilee Hills Bypoll campaign, says Pakistan kicked India. And now Union Minister of State Bandi Sanjay ji comes and says that this is a fight between skull cap and saffron cap. Now both Congress and BJP, wherever they are, this becomes the agenda. Now as BRS, which is the prime opposition, we've been talking about people's issues. We've been talking about Hydra, bulldozer demolitions, the guarantees which the Congress party has given. But the Congress does not speak about the guarantees. It is really shocking that in election campaign, Chief Minister Revanth Reddy says that Siraj, जो इंडियन क्रिकेटर है, वो पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है, बट मैंने उसको DSP बना दिया. निकट जरीन को मैंने पैसे दिया. Why does it is so important for the Chief Minister to come and campaign this in an election speech? So both Bandi Sanjay and Revanth Reddy, one thing is they understand that 1.5 lakh votes are of the Muslims. So that is why Revanth Reddy wants to do politics for one community. Vice versa, Bandi Sanjay wants to flare up the sentiments of the other side of the community. This is not right for a constituency which is in Jubilee Hills, which is in Hyderabad, the center of Hyderabad.
Right.
So, when recently the media also questioned Chief Minister Revanth Reddy if there would be any cases of hate speeches. Well, Chief Minister Revanth Reddy denied of any such thing and said that this is political rhetoric.
Right.
While
but
BRS
Mr. Mane, who's
candidate
going to benefit with this kind of polarization? In only 2 days, the most talked about Bypolls are going to take place. In the last-ditch attempt to woo voters, one side is talking about Dharmayudham, the other side says Muslims is equal to Congress, Congress is equal to Muslims. So who's eventually going to benefit because of this?
Well, it is for the voters to decide. Voters need development. Both of these are in governments. One is in Government of India. Let me tell you, from 2014 to 25, the Member of Parliament is Kishan Reddy ji, who is a cabinet minister. So they have to talk on MP lakhs funds, how much is Government of India given for Jubilee Hills. And at the same time, the state government, which is in power for last 2 years, what have they done for the Jubilee Hills? That is what is primary concern for the people. So rather than speaking, on religious lines and speaking about Pakistan and the constituency during the campaign.
Mr. Mane, I wanted to stay with us because Khalikur Rahman of the Congress party is also with us on this broadcast. Mr. Rahman, पहले रेवंत रेड्डी ने पब्लिकली ये कहा कि Muslims are equal to Congress and Congress is equal to Muslims. And now we are seeing an attempt of counter-polarization by the Bharatiya Janata Party. What exactly is the Congress party's agenda?
See, Congress party has always been a secular party, and Congress party has always believed in the politics of the inclusivity. And what Revanth Reddy said, the Honorable Chief Minister, his statement has been misinterpreted by the media and by all those who are talking about it. What Revanth Reddy meant that as far the Muslims are concerned, Muslims have in fact been discriminated by the Bharatiya Janata Party. And so he wanted to give the kind of the assurance to them that it is Congress which has always stood by all those who have been discriminated. So naturally, I mean, since he was addressing the large gathering of the Muslims in that constituency, so he said that. So
okay.
there is
Mr.
nothing
Khalikur Rahman,
wrong in that.
you have come out in defense of your chief minister. You know, fairly so. You have all the right to do so. But I would like to ask you questions on two terms that you've used. You said Congress has always indulged in politics of one, inclusivity, and two, politics of secularism. But the chief minister says Muslims are nothing without Congress, and Congress is equal to Muslims, and Muslims are equal to Congress. Is this secular and is this inclusive?
No, see, this is the statement because his mother tongue is Telugu. And when he was translating that from his mind into the, Hindi or the Urdu, then that's, it is, you can call it a language proficiency actually. So he didn't mean to say that exactly, but that's what I said. He's been misinterpreted.
How is it a misinterpretation? I want you to stay with us. Let's play out what he said. Because if a person says one thing once, what you are saying, that defense can be taken at face value. But when you say it repeatedly, are you actually saying this is an issue of language? Let's play out what Revanth Reddy said.
कांग्रेस है तो मुसलमान है, कांग्रेस है तो आपके इज्जत है. जब कांग्रेस नहीं है, अब कुछ नहीं है. तीसरे खिलाड़ी को जो हिंदुस्तान को जिताया वर्ल्ड कप में, उनको मैं मंत्री बनाया. भाई, माइनॉरिटी का मुसलमान भाइयों का हिस्सा अजहरुद्दीन साहब को हमने मंत्री बनाया. फिर किशन रेड्डी साहब को क्या तकलीफ हो रहा, पेट में क्या दर्द हो रहा, मंत्री बना के माइनॉरिटी के हिस्से माइनॉरिटी को दे दिए. मुसलमान का मतलब कांग्रेस, कांग्रेस का मतलब मुसलमान. आज कांग्रेस की ताकत, तेलंगाना सरकार की ताकत हमारे मुसलमान भाई बहनों.
Mr. Rahman, I don't think it was a comprehension issue because he was absolutely clear, and on two different instances he made that remark. So let me bring in now Krishank Mane of the BRS. Mr. Mane, thank you for staying with us on the phone line. You heard what Khalikur Rahman of the Congress party has to say. He says that Congress is a secular party, believes in secular ethos. Congress only believes in politics of inclusivity. Was what Revanth Reddy said any example of inclusivity or secularism?
Well, I feel pity that Khalikur Bhai has to defend Revanth Reddy ji because this is not about language. The whole intention is exposed. Did Azharuddin Saab win a World Cup? Why should you lie for Muslim votes? Don't do such lies. Why do you need to speak about it in election speech? As I said, why do you have to mention Siraj पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है पर मैंने उसको DSP दिया in an election speech? पाकिस्तान ने भारत को पिछवाड़े पे मारा. Very bad language. I cannot translate it as it is. I cannot, as an Indian citizen, I cannot speak about it. So that he has spoken. And again, he said, Musalmano ko izzat nahi hai. You cannot defend that. He is wrong. And we are talking about a Congress chief minister. You are from the Congress and you are talking these lines. This is your speech. As a government, you have failed. As a government, from last 2 years, you should have spoken about your guarantees. We don't get to hear about your guarantees.
Right.
But specifically, what you're talking is to deceive Muslims. You are deceiving Muslims.
Okay. Big charge coming in
Yeah.
from the BRS. Thank you, Mr. Kaliko Rahman, for joining us. Only for the want of time, I'll have to thank both Krishank Mane and Mr. Kaliko Rahman of the Congress Party for joining us. But it's all out polarization ahead of Bypolls. On one hand, you heard what Revanth Reddy said, and on the other hand, you also have the Bharatiya Janata Party doubling down its attack on Revanth Reddy and adding to the pitch, where the pitch for votes is only getting even more ugly and also communal.